Have you ever heard of a place that simply vanished? Not just abandoned, but erased from existence, wiped clean from every map and official record. Today, we're re-diving deep into one of the most unsettling mysteries of the 20th century. The story of La Noche Silente, the village that disappeared overnight. Our journey takes us to northern Spain, to the year 1979. Imagine a small, picturesque village named La Noche Silente, which translates to the Silent Night. Its narrow cobblestone streets, lined with ancient stone houses, were usually filled with the sounds of daily life. Children played in the central square, farmers worked the fields, and neighbors chatted over their fences. It was a community like any other, vibrant and alive. Then, one morning, everything changed. The village awoke, not to the familiar crow of a rooster or the chatter of its residents, but to an eerie, profound silence. The entire population, every man, woman, and child, was gone. It wasn't just that they had left, it was as if they had never been there at all. The village of La Noche Silente had been erased from history. Let's reconstruct the scene. The misty morning light filters through the empty windows of houses where families once lived. The playgrounds, which just a day before echoed with children's laughter, now stand silent and desolate. Personal belongings are scattered everywhere. A child's toy dropped in the square, a half-read book on a windowsill, a forgotten coat on a chair. It's a chilling tableau, a moment frozen in time, suggesting a sudden, inexplicable departure. What could have happened? The few people living in the surrounding countryside provided the first clues. They reported strange phenomena on the night the village vanished. A bizarre, reddish light pulsed in the sky directly above La Noche Silente. Along with the light came sounds they couldn't identify, sounds described as unnatural, mechanical, and deeply unsettling, tearing through the peace of the rural night. The strangeness wasn't limited to human observation. The natural world itself seemed to recoil. The area around the village, once teeming with wildlife, fell silent. Birds, small mammals, even insects, all vanished. The chorus of nature was replaced by a deafening quiet, a void that was just as disturbing as the missing people. Inside the village, the mystery deepened. Investigators who first arrived on the scene were met with a truly haunting sight. House doors were left wide open, swinging gently in the breeze. Inside, tables were set for dinner, with meals still on the plates, now cold and untouched. It was as if the residents were in the middle of their evening routine when they were plucked from their lives, vanishing into thin air without a struggle, without a trace. Over the years, researchers, journalists, and curious thrill seekers have been drawn to this ghost village. Many reported an unsettling feeling, a strange energy that seemed to emanate from the very stones of the abandoned buildings. They noticed tiny, hairline cracks appearing in the ancient walls, cracks that weren't there before, as if the village itself was under some kind of immense, unseen pressure. Local legends and the whispers of old-timers add another layer to this enigma. Some who were children at the time recall their parents talking about that specific night. They claimed the wind itself seemed to speak, carrying hushed, unintelligible words. Others swore they saw shadowy figures moving inside the empty homes, dark shapes flitting past windows where no living person could be. The official side of the story is perhaps the most bewildering part. When investigators tried to find records of La Noche Silente, they hit a wall. Old maps that once clearly marked the village and its surrounding paths were found to have been altered. The village's name was gone, its location a blank space. Official census documents were even more shocking. The population of La Noche Silente was simply recorded as 0, as if the town and its people were a statistical error that needed to be corrected. The erasure was systematic and deliberate. In the decades that followed, scientists brought modern equipment to the site, hoping to find a rational explanation. What they discovered only added to the mystery. They detected an unusually strong and fluctuating magnetic field concentrated around the village. This anomaly was powerful enough to interfere with compasses, radios, and other electronic devices. More disturbingly, some visitors reported experiencing brief episodes of memory loss or disorientation while within the village's borders, as if the strange energy was affecting their minds. As the legend grew, more personal stories began to surface. A few families, who had relatives in the village, came forward with chilling accounts. They spoke of receiving bizarre, dreamlike warnings in the days leading up to the disappearance. They described visions of strange shapes in the sky and an oppressive, unnatural silence that seemed to creep over the landscape, urging them to leave. Were these premonitions or shared hallucinations? The deliberate removal of the village from official records remains a key piece of the puzzle. It wasn't just forgotten, it was actively erased. Researchers digging through old archives found evidence that the name La Noche Silente had been methodically struck from documents, its history intentionally buried. This suggests a cover-up, but a cover-up of what? Speculation has run wild for over 40 years. Was it a supernatural event? A paranormal phenomenon beyond our understanding? The reddish lights, the whispering winds, the shadowy figures sit. All sounds like something from a folktale. Or was it something more terrestrial, but just as sinister? Some theories point to a secret government experiment gone horribly wrong, a test of some new technology that required the swift, silent evacuation and subsequent scrubbing of an entire community from the public record. But despite countless investigations, not a single piece of concrete evidence has ever been found to support any one theory. The visual evidence that remains is equally perplexing. Old photographs taken by visitors in the years after the disappearance reveal strange anomalies. Dark, vaguely human-shaped shadows appear on empty streets, where none should be. Eerie plays of light and mist create forms and figures that defy logical explanation. Looking at these images, you can't help but feel a shiver run down your spine. At the very heart of the abandoned village, another mystery waits. An old stone well sits in the center of the main square. Visitors who have dared to get close claim to hear a low, constant hum emanating from its depths. It's a soft, resonant sound, described as feeling ancient and alive, as if the secrets of La Noche Silente are buried deep beneath the earth, still whispering their story to anyone brave enough to listen. To this day, the mystery of La Noche Silente remains unsolved. The official records maintain their silence, and the village itself stands as a forgotten monument to an event we cannot explain. It's a place where time stopped, where a community disappeared, and where the line between reality and the impossible was blurred forever. For decades, it has existed only as a ghost story, a chilling legend whispered in the shadows. What do you think happened to the people of La Noche Silente? Was it a cosmic anomaly, a government conspiracy, or something else entirely? The enigma continues to elude us, leaving the village and its story wrapped in the profound silence of the unknown. If you are fascinated by forgotten histories, unsolved mysteries, and stories that challenge what we think we know, you're in the right place. Subscribe to Mistforge and ring that notification bell so you won't miss our next journey into the shadows of the unknown. Thanks for watching.